What's going on, guys? It's Dylan with Pokebuck TCG. Today's video, just wanted to do a formal introduction, tell you a little bit of the history and the background of how I got involved with Pokemon and where I started and reasons behind me opening up a store online, just all of the nature. So I'll take you back to probably the late 90s, early 2000s when I was around, 7, 8 years old. So this is 22, 3+ years ago. Pokemon was just now entering the States, right? And it was a popular thing amongst us millennials as kids. And I remember having my binder, which I still have to this day, and collecting Pokemon cards, buying them out of vending machines at the supermarket with my mom. But also, my mom, she still is a hairdresser, but she worked in a salon also back then. And what was funny was the owner, whose son was similar in my age around that time, was also big into collecting Pokemon. So she would buy base set booster boxes, right? Open them up and sell the individual packs for like $5-6 or whatever they were, to customers, right? To their kids if they were coming in the salon. So we would always, grab one. I would try to get one a week, tell my mom, hey, can I get one? And, one of my most memorable moments of that time was when I grabbed a base set Charizard pack. I'll never forget this. Went to the back room and I'm like, okay, let's rip it. Ripped it open and boom, base set Charizard came out of there. I don't know if you can kind of see a little blurry focus, but base set Charizard, man, that was the greatest moment of my life as a kid, I thought. And I still kept that card to this day. I kept all my original stuff, and I was always a big fan of Pokemon as a kid and even into my adult years. I got out of the hobby probably around the Neo Gen era, yeah, and got into a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, but then after that fell off too, So, but I kept all my stuff, and as an adult and growing up, I felt I got myself to go back and really look at my binder, and I felt going back once a year, twice a year, looking at my cards. I always enjoyed that, right? Even though I wasn't actively collecting no longer and I wasn't really involved in the market, I still always was a fan. And then COVID came. There was a big boom with Pokemon that kind of really just rocketed the business and the franchise into another level. And even now, here we are, December of 2024, and it's all-time highs. It's more popular than ever before. So I got back into it this year, 2024, just like a lot of people did. And what brought me back into it was 151. And just like a lot of other collectors and hobbies, other collectors and people that I've met, they all said the same thing. I might get my background good here. They all said the same thing. 151, and there was something unique about it. The 151 original Pokemon, it just was. It's an awesome set, and I got back into it probably over the summer of this year. I was actually on paternity leave. We welcomed our son in April, so here I was sitting home for a couple months, with nothing to do as far as look after our baby. What am I doing? Well, what caught my eye first was Whatnot. So got into Whatnot around when Japanese 151 was going crazy. Bought a bunch of boxes, ripped a bunch of boxes, really started getting familiar, and then from there it just was, man, it was like an addiction. I started doing so much research into Pokemon, looking at all the sets that I missed, going back to Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, XY, all the sets I have released in the last 20 years, and looking at the cards, looking at the valuations of the seal product, the singles inside, the artwork, because on top of an investment and, purposes, I'm a big collector, right? I love ripping packs. I love collecting sealed products, and I love collecting singles. I love the artwork. I love looking at cards. And so I started doing research, and it was every day, every single day. I probably drove my wife crazy. But funny story, how I initially started this Pokemon venture, it was like I had XRP for 4 years, mind you. Since 2018, I was holding. I had 1,000 Ripple coins. So it was during the summer of this year was worth like $600, right? And now, of course, I decided to go up to like $1.50, $2, 6 months after I sold it, after holding it for 4+ years. So I sold it. All right, I had it for 4 years. I wasn't doing anything. I said, screw this. I sold it for $500. I bought a base set booster pack with that sleeve booster. It's actually sitting right there, right? I told my wife, I'm going to sell this and I'm just going to invest, right? I ripped it. I didn't get nothing. So there goes that. So anyway, but then after that, I was hooked, right? So Whatnot came, blah, blah, blah. After that, started buying more, collecting more, mainly English. Started looking at a lot of markets, analysis on like long-term investment. And, what was really astonishing to me was every single set that has ever been released in Pokemon in 25 years, not one set has gone under MSRP ever. That's unbelievable. So like that was an immediate attraction for me to get back into, collecting and investing as an alternative asset, but also as a fun hobby. So that's what I did. I started looking up a lot of information, picking the right sets, the sets that I truly enjoyed. I didn't just buy everything. I bought sets that I truly liked because of the cards inside, and just continue to do that for months and months and months. Staying up to date with the latest information, all the new drops, everything. So I wanted to kind of create a little side hustle of buying and selling and trading, collecting, but I just didn't, I just wasn't, I don't know, confident enough, I guess, in time. But then I created a separate Instagram profile, Pokebuck_TCG. Pokebuck TCG. And then I was posting content, and I'm like, you know what, this is pretty cool, gaining traction, trying to post the best content I could. And then I'm like, you know what, let's go ahead and go for it. I was watching a lot of good YouTubers like Brian from PokeNE, great on the business side. Pokebeard, great for investing. And then Alex from Nostalgianomics, great just overall analysis, mostly market analysis and investing. And I watch them a lot, those three pretty much every day. And then I decided, you know what, let's go for it. I'm going to launch my own website. I'm going to buy the domain. I'm going to invest. I'm going to find I don't have distributor access, but I found a wholesaler, right? And I spent a lot of money. I invested, probably $8,000 in inventory, right? In the last 6 months. Took my time with it. Then I said, you know what, let's go ahead and launch it. And we launched the store online December 17th. So now, continuing to make content, promote my name, because we all know Pokemon business has been and still will be a sketchy business. And you want to be transparent with your customers. You want to let them know who you're purchasing from. And when it comes to Pokebuck TCG, it's me, Dylan. That's it. I'm right here in my office in Florida, and I have a rack full of product, and starting off small, and I get it straight from a wholesaler who gets it straight from a distributor. All in mint condition, boxes are pristine, all authentic stuff, no two ways about it, and I ship it directly to you. That's it. So we're family owned. It's me and my wife, and I have my little 8-month-old son that helps me out with some of the reels sometimes. But that's who we are, and we're going to continue to scale. We're going to continue to, as we sell more, we're going to get more inventory, new set releases, grow the business, grow our marketing channels with social media, posting videos, being transparent, giving advice on certain things. Other topics I'll be covering in the future is like investment advice, and then collectible advice on singles and seal products, and which sets are maybe better and may outperform other sets, like those type of things. Because I've been really good in the past. I've done I've had history, and actually a lot, probably over almost a decade of like finance and trading and things like that. So I'm really good at analysis when it comes to looking at projections and price points of almost anything, right? So I enjoy it. I kind of geek out on it. No surprise, my favorite Pokemon is Gengar. Yep. And as you can tell by the logo in our company, it's Gengar. So that's pretty much all the messages for today. Just wanted to get on here and formally introduce myself, especially to YouTube. And I'll be making more content when I get the chance, on different topics. So in the meantime, hey, check out PokebuckTCG.com. We have the link in our description in our YouTube channel, but PokebuckTCG.com. Follow us on Instagram. I post stuff there every day, reels, content. Check out our site. See something you like, buy it, right? Always message us, DM us anytime. I respond almost immediately. I'm always on my phone when it comes to business stuff. So much love, and we'll be back with another video soon.